What's going on? My name is Sid, and boys, I'm already in the game because I need you to hear this. I need you to just open your ears and listen to the sound of a new episode. Oh, that little rev, but yes! Today we're here on the first day of the update with the new Ariel Atom. I believe this is street, yeah, because I spawned outside of the street HQ. Actually, no, I don't actually know. This could be, no, it is street, yeah, it's in street. Now, this thing was rumored to come into the game so long ago now. Already, it seems very, oh no, it could be good, okay. But yeah, this was rumored to come into the game very, very long ago. In fact, when the Aerial Nomad came into the game, it was around then. In fact, it was closer to one of the first ever things to come into the game. That being the FXXK and the KTM Expo. We also got this thing leaked, and it was, you know, it was pretty cool. However, 3 years later, here it actually is in the game, the Ariel Atom. Now, someone down in my village, I was going to say down my road, but when you live in a village in the UK, it basically is like 2 roads. But yes, someone in my village actually owned an Ariel Atom. And going around a turn in this thing and it wobbling to just like, it's like a in control while being completely out of control. I believe it already has parts on it and whatnot, but I heard this thing has a lot of customization. So, okay, where have I found myself? Huh? On that note, I'm gonna take this thing in to customize it, get a good look at it. So let's do that. And as I go into customization, let me remind you boys, I'm gonna be uploading for this whole first week everything on the update filmed before the update even came out. So subscribe with notifications on. You may not even know that you're not subscribed. It would be appreciated. Head down there, leave a like on the video, and let's get on to this. So already we have all the options available to us. And we can change the color, and it seems to change this, and I don't think anything else. We're going to leave it red, because that's the original Ariel Atom color. Obviously, there's no liveries, because no one in the TTS has made a livery. Oh! We can actually change how much gets changeable. Now, what is the difference between this one? I see. So we have these sort of visor ones, and then we can instead have these sort of like pod things on it. Obviously, that interesting because it wouldn't change aerodynamics at all because the crew doesn't feature such abilities. But we will go with the extra red because why not? Front bumpers. We have 15 options. Again, more red. I'm liking that. We can go either a bit extra red, a lot extra red, or both a bit and a lot extra red. And then, oh, we can really turn this thing into an Alpha GP car, I see. Now, I am going to go with this because I want to do something interesting to it, you know. I mean, you're clicking on this thumbnail for a reason, so I'm obviously going to do something a bit more exciting to this thing. And I think that's what we're going to begin with. I'll go with the red calipers as well. And carbon fiber the mirrors because the front is carbon fiber. I'm not a big fan of carbon fiber. I really don't like carbon fiber. But if I'm having to put it on one thing, I'll put it on the other thing as well. Now, that adds up. Oh, okay. That adds a lot. Oh, is it making me go with that for it to match the... Okay, let me look at the back first. Oh. I think I, no pun intended, spoiled the best spoiler. We've got this, which is a little see-through, you know, that spoiler with some extra red. I actually really like the look of this one. I'll probably end up actually going with that one. But we have, oh, that is a very tall spoiler. We've got a more generic Crew 2 style spoiler. And then we've got this, which is, oh, you know I have to. You know I have to. That is not a Black Panther. But that is a, as they say, meaty wang. We can change the 2 sticking out exhausts from the sides of the cylinder to stick out from the, well, stick out the top to sticking out the sides. Or we can make it an almost motorbike-esque muffler. Yeah, that very motorbike-esque. And that's our options there. I'm gonna go with this. What does that change there? No, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go with this, but with the extra stuff at the back. And finally decided I will go with this. We're not going with this one. I don't like that one. We're going with that. And now let's check the other colors now that we can actually see way more of them. Yeah, we're still gonna go with the red, but you know, we can keep these ones more in mind now that we, yeah, oh, this thing looks nice, but we will stick with the red. Let's get some vanities on her. Now, thank you so much to Ubisoft Ivory Tower. They blessed me, not my main accounts, but on this, with every single vanity. Oh, I can't, I'm foaming at the mouth. Okay, those are terrible though. Let's look for some good reds. I like the look of these because these are simple. 2 red lines and then just some lettering. We'll put those on for now, but they might not be what we go with in the end. Actually, I think we're already near the end. Pardon me. There's so many more vanities than I thought there was. Okay, no, there was a lot more vanities than I thought there was. I don't own a lot of vanities, but these are the ones we're going to go with. I'm just going to go with basic red smoke, because as far as smokes go, recently I've been very pushed back from them. You know, I went from the guy who would rice every... I know looking at this thing, I'm about to claim that I'm not ricing it, but we're talking crew levels of rice, where we're putting every vanity under the sun on it. Instead, I'm just going to put the red smoke. Nitro, however, I do like putting some cool nitros on, and we're going to go with the petrol nitro. Do we go with... No, we'll go with the petrol nitro. Oh, I took it off. No, I didn't know you could do that. There we go. It's been put back on. And underglow, not the biggest fan of underglows, especially on this type of car. Now, I'm curious. Like we've seen with the Expo, not the Expo and touring car, because we don't talk about that. That thing's cursed. Okay, well, I mean, I customized it. Okay, I'll talk about this in a race. Let me just verify. Does have parts on it. Let's take her into a race. Here we go. We're off, and honestly, the engine sound for this thing is surprisingly good. I'm really liking it. And it handles, again, we won't really know. I might try and pro setting it before the next race, but it handles fairly good. But again, without pro settings, we just can't really know. Would I like this thing to shift itself into the meta like the new Porsche did recently? Because the new Porsche found itself in the meta, but it's a good mix because it's meta, yet it, you know, it's really difficult to it's really difficult to handle. And to be really amazing with the Porsche, you really need to get used to how it handles and really feel it out for a pretty long time. So would I like this thing to, how it feels at least, jump into the meta and maybe be the more safer option, maybe be the more, you know, like the RA, because I find the RA much more easy to handle than the Gallardo. Something like that, like, it would be nice, yeah, 100%. Okay, I'm surprised I didn't hit that. I see the spoiler doesn't have a hitbox. Okay, let's try this in first person. Here we go. Oh, it's very KTM Expo-like. And speaking of that, I'm curious if, like the Expo, we'd get this thing shifted into other specs, like a version of it in Alpha GP, because I think that would make sense. Although, I don't think there's anything like the GT that we got into Touring Car. I don't think we'd ever get that, and I think this would make a lot more sense in Touring... Okay. This would make a lot more sense in Touring Car than it would in Alpha GP, but I thought the same for the Expo that they put in Alpha GP, and that's in Alpha GP. It's not fair. I don't put racing vanities on my cars anymore, and I can barely actually race them because no livery customization. The livery customization would be nice when we play this with this thing in the main game. Honestly, it's pretty bloody decent. Okay, let's take this thing into another event. Actually, no, while I continue, let's do a Contractor event, because I believe that's what I used to do for new cars on Early Access, is actually do a Contractor event, because that's the update we're in. Never mind, that's Street Contractor. This is an on-road car. Screw it, we're taking it into an event. Here we are, and off we go. Now, that is one thing. It's interesting that they added the Ariel Atom on the launch of the update that's an off-road themed update. I mean, what did we get last time on launch? We got the Crown Vic, which I guess makes sense that we got the Crown Vic because we got the boosted version of the Crown Vic and the limo. Actually, now that I think about it, that is weird. I'm surprised they added the Crown Vic, all 3 of them, day 1 of the Contractor 1. Because they didn't choose to spread it out. They didn't wait to add the Crown Vic. Because I was thinking, oh, Crown Vic must have been in the Motor Pass, so they had to add the base version. But that's not the case. They just added all 3 Crown Vics on launch. And now that I think about it, not a single one of all of the sort of upgraded cars this season, the Jaguar, the Land Rover, the H1, none of them are cars that aren't in the game already. So they've, instead of, I like that. I actually really like that. Instead of getting a license just to convert it into a, you know, into a thing that has to be on theme, they've used that money to get stuff like the Ariel Atom, the buffed version of the Jaguar. They've gotten the 2 touring bikes that are coming up, and hopefully some really cool licenses throughout the season. We'll have to see what cars we get coming forward through these whole next 2 months. And speaking of looking forward to what's to come, I hope you boys look forward to me being back tomorrow to upload. Yes, tomorrow I'm going to be uploading a video on the Silverado and the Lunar Edition Jaguar. So stick around for that. I hope you guys did enjoy this video of looking at the Ariel Atom, and that is going to be about it from me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video because I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much to popular members. A special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to Icon member for the love of life. Again, a massive thank you to Ubisoft Ivory Tower for letting me play on the early access mode. Boys, I was so busy ending this video and then filming the next one. I forgot to say in a bit. It's too late for me to film it now. This video is gonna end without me saying in a bit, doing the hand thing. Saying it while doing the hand thing. Cut to outro.
My heart spills, so I'm cleaning up a mess, yeah. I gotta go to church, feel the demons at my neck, yeah. When I'm on a pill, I be feeling like I'm blessed, it's a curse. When I'm on the drugs, I'm the worst, shawty. Tell me how it feels, tell me does it hurt. Tell me if it's wrong when I'm lifting up your shirt, shawty. Tell me if it's real, or would you leave me in the dirt?